Hello, welcome to Bay of Funny Fortunes. My name is Natalie, and I'm on a late start, and I apologize for that. But I'm doing July reading for you, for your sign, Sagittarius, for the month of July 2021. Let's get started right into the shuffle. Let's see what's in store for you. Maybe give an inkling. I'll show you the bottom card. I don't normally do this, but sometimes the bottom card's a good one. It's a good one. I'm holding it upside down, but just the same, we have here the Ace of Swords. Beautiful indicator. That's what I think. All right. What's up for Sagittarius for this month of July 2021? What do we got going on for Sagittarius? What is going on for Sagittarius? What's coming into their life? What's coming towards them? What's moving away from them? Leaving them? Are there endings? Are there brand new beginnings? What do they need some enlightenment on? What do they need a heads up on? What direction should they go in? If you could point them in the right way, it would be a beautiful thing. I'm going to do 3 roll throughs, and then I'm going to cut the deck, and we will begin. There's roll number 1. Roll through number 2. Roll through number 3. And this is where we cut the deck and begin. Roll through number 3. May the messages come through and forward fluently. All right, here we go. All right, your first card, your overall energy for July. Well, it's nice to see you, sir. Haven't seen you in a while. The King of Wands. The King of Wands. The King of Practicality. Card number 2, your wealth and finances. We're looking at the 7 of Pentacles. It represents a lot of potential in your wealth and finances. Number 3, we're looking here at, wow, the 9 of Swords within your home sector, your relationships, your private life. Okay. And number 4, if there's going to be any challenges for July, this is the placement that they fall into. Queen of Pentacles and kindness. Queen of Pentacles and kindness. And your 5th card is your message from Spirit. And it is the Hangman. The Hangman. Okay. Being in limbo is what we're looking at here. Here we go. Hey, Chris, how you doing? How you doing? We got no Sages online tonight, I guess. That's okay. They'll all get it later. I don't mind. So, here we go. Sagittarius. There's no predicting the readings this month. There's not a common theme among them other than a lot of stuff going on. Turmoil, upheaval, interesting things, good, the bad, the ugly, you might say, kind of a thing. Bear with me for a moment here. There. Little drink of fruit juice, unsweetened, of course. You have a Sag rising. I have 2 sons that are Sages. They're Irish twins, actually. And they're as different as day and night. You couldn't meet 2 brothers so close and so different. It's unbelievable, really. But we're looking at the King of Wands. This is the overall energy for the month. He's the King of Practicality. That's what he's all about. Remaining practical, you might say. Keeping things practical, keeping your feet on the ground. He's the last one in the book. It's not hard to find. This king is a man of action. He really does. He doesn't do a bunch of yak, yak, yak. He takes action. And this also makes him a very engaging person, companion kind of thing. He's never boring. He's very inspiring. He's a self-motivated type. He doesn't spend a lot of time talking your ear off what he's going to do. He just does what needs to be done. He's also a bit of an entrepreneurial dynamic there with him. And he's open-minded. He's open to what people have to talk about, what they have to say. He's patient. That kind of a personality. You can wait to see what somebody's going to say. One thing about this, now see this card could be describing you. Male or female, doesn't matter. There's no gender assigned. But it could be describing you, and you could be relating with this. Excuse me. It's not the smoke. It's a taco chip. Taco chip I had. It's got spices on it. I've never had them before. My throat don't like spices. I love spices. My throat doesn't. I thought I had that all swallowed down, but a bit of a delayed reaction on it. With this king, and if he represents you, it's showing you the type of person where you don't hide the way you feel. Your feelings always show. Always. Always, always. People that know you well could take one look at you and know what kind of mood you're in, whether you're in a receptive mood or leave me alone, take a hike, get away from me kind of mood, or in a happy-go-lucky mood. They can tell by one look. You show it. Travel could be important to some of you right now. Some of you may be connected to many people with backgrounds that are very different from your own. As the You card in the reading, if it's resonating with you, the King's indicating that you should expect to find practical solutions to your problems, and also to see your network of friends and that your professional contacts continue to grow. Explore your passion and look to unconventional people, maybe in a few new places you've never been before. Maybe you get inspiration. Usually a change of scenery, different place, different people does inspire that. Keywords are energy and creativity, power, wisdom, passion, freedom, and openness. That is your overall energy for the month. Now we're going into your wealth. Your wealth and your finances. Wealth and finances. It's not a bad card. You got the Seven of Pentacles. It's a good suit to fall into that placement. That's for darn sure. And sevens always represent possibilities. So this could go your way. There's much to be gained when this particular seven appears in your reading. Much to be gained. The card is showing you basically that any dedication that you've applied to anything in your life is going to begin to pay off now. You're going to be getting a glimpse of the rewards that you're looking for. While you may not be seeing the riches or acknowledgement that you dream of yet, you're getting by, but there is potential here for success. This could mean a little more hard work, a little more sacrifice, a little more time, and attention to detail. And you may feel like you need endless patience, but it won't, but it'll feel that way. But all the efforts that you put in will make it be worthwhile. It's going to feel very worthwhile. So be patient. That's the big message here for you. The advice, don't doubt your own abilities and don't doubt the path that you've chosen. You keep going. Why? Because you're on the track of success here. You're going to come out the winner. Keywords are money and perseverance, dedication, work, investment, time, and success. And that's a beautiful thing, no matter what you're dealing with. I don't see any financial calamities here. It's not really touching on finances at all, but it will eventually. Things are going to get better for you. They're going to improve. And when things start to improve, you'll be a little shocked for some of you, a little surprised, pleasantly so, thinking to yourself or realizing that you've dealt with something, going through something, and you made it. is good. And then a few more great things that are going to work in your favor are in a fallout from that as well. And you were saying, I didn't expect that. All I wanted was this. And I got this domino effect where a few other things kicked in that I wasn't. This is great. Wonderful. Now, some of you may be natural worriers, paranoid maybe, we'll say. And maybe blowing, for one or two of you, blowing things out of proportion, blowing things out of place. The card describes somebody that worries very easily. It takes nothing to get them into that spiral of worrying and being afraid and fretting. And sometimes you make more of a situation than it actually is. And there's no need for you to do that. You got to work on that part of you where you're not doing that. Kind of almost inviting trouble in, you know, worrying about the worst. And it never comes to be, really. Things can get bad. Yes, they can. Can you sense them going wrong, going south? Yes, you can. But don't dive off the deep end when you see it. You can ride through anything, Sagittarius. You're strong. You have a strong will. You know what you want. And you can be patient enough and hold on and let things play out the way they're meant to play out. All because of the 9 of Swords. And if there's any intensity with this 9, you're causing a lot of it by worrying too much. Making something more than it actually is. Don't do that to yourself, whatever you do. I'll read you the generic side. The 9 of Swords is the anxiety card of the tarot, and it reveals trouble beneath the surface. It's often expressed through dreams and nightmares. What's eating you up? What is it? You may be anxious due to overwork, relationship, family issues, or anxiety could be a pattern for you as a worrier. On a physical level, it can show somebody not sleeping well due to stress or overthinking. The advice: what ties you up at knots? What ties you in knots up at 3 in the morning always looks lighter in the light of day. It doesn't look as bad. Everything seems worse at night. Try to keep perspective when negative thoughts get in your way. You stick with the facts and you remain grounded, and then you can see the difference. If you were free to let your feelings and emotions go the way they wanted to, be way worse than what it actually is. That's what you got to fight against. You got to work on that. Keywords are panic attack, fear, guilt, insomnia, nightmares, stress, mental overload. You got to get a grip before it grips you in order for you to handle it properly. You don't want to drown yourself, and that can happen. You know what I'm saying? Your challenges, if they're going to be any for the month, we got the Queen of Pentacles. But man, come on, dude. She represents kindness, is what she does. She represents kindness. My goodness. What is the problem here? Some people don't want to take a chance. That's part of the problem. They won't take any chances when they should. That's what I just heard. But this affectionate, generous woman is either you or somebody you know, but it's probably you, because the queens represent the querent, which is you. But it shows that she's the wise helper that we all want in our lives. Very down-to-earth person, a lover of nature and home and her family. And she's very practical and very down-to-earth. And as the You card in the reading, the Queen is showing you, and you got to pay attention to this, all right? She's showing you now is the time to focus on key tasks. Spend your money wisely. Another meaning is that an influential woman could be in your neighborhood, could be a relative, could be somebody at work. They're very supportive of what you're doing. The advice: be more hands-on. Get involved. Give practical help. Share your knowledge with those that need it. Keywords are generosity, fertility, money, comfort, love, nature, children, and animals being highlighted as well. The final card that we have here. we're looking at the Hanged Man, and this is your message from Spirit. All right. It's a quick reading, Sag. I feel like I missed a card or two, but I didn't. But it feels that way. Let me see. The Hangman, I like the Hangman. You can chill out here. That's what you need to do. You need to chill out. Just the way he is. He's caught himself in a situation he can't control, he can't do anything about. But if you look very, very closely, look how relaxed he's gotten. Fine, I'll make the most of where I'm at. I can't move, I can't grow, I can't make a decision. I'm at the mercy of somebody else making decisions. I'll just use this time to think some things over. I'll think things through. I'll make some decisions and choices. This will give me quiet, uninterrupted time. And I'll look at this as a good thing and not a bad thing. That's what he's basically doing there. When the Hangman arrives in your reading, you can't move forward. You're stuck in limbo. And you could be waiting for a decision to be made. Or you could generally feel that some aspects of your life are on hold, as relationships and projects seem to be static. You're wanting things to move. You're wanting things to grow. You're wanting things to play themselves out. And all of a sudden the brakes have come on and nothing's happening. And you're finding that very, very frustrating. There's nothing happening. And you expected a lot to be going on. There's a lack of control. And if you could make things unfold and play themselves out right now, you would, but you can't. You got no control over this. And that's leaving you feeling very frustrated. Don't settle for any compromises. Whatever that may mean to you, don't. The Hangman is asking you to stay calm and think through your options rather than rush to find an instant way out of a bind. This doesn't have to be time wasted after all, because everything's at a standstill at the moment for some of you. You can take advantage of the downtime. You can make it work for you. The advice: use this time waiting to see your own situation in a new light. Look at it differently. Change your perspective. Find alternative perspectives. You could find an ingenious solution. You might just happen to gain some valuable insight. Keywords are waiting and time, frustration, sacrifice, insight, purpose, and viewpoints. That's it for the Oceanic. I got one more card to pull for you. This is an extra message. Hi, Debbie Thomas. Good, Chris. I hope it's in a good way. Let's find out what the Green Witch is going to bring. One more message. This is the opportunity to slide in one more message from Tarot. I'm going to do 3 roll-throughs, and then I'm going to cut the deck, and then we'll have the very last card. The very last card. Let's see what this is going to bring you. Not a bad reading. It's about, a lot of it's about personal responsibility, taking responsibility, being responsible for you and your own actions and your thoughts and your opinions and the way, you know, that kind of thing. And you can't make things worse than what they are. Don't try to make things worse than what they already are. Take things as they are. And feeling like you've got no control over anything, well, whatever situation you're in, that's just the way it is. There's nothing you can do to change that. But the downtime, being stuck, stagnant, not moving, not growing, nothing happening the way you want, there's nothing you can do about that other than take a deep breath and get comfortable and wait, you know? So now I'm going to cut the deck and see what the last message could be for you guys. The 3 of Wands. What an interesting looking card, too. Interesting. Bear with me. There it is. I didn't even have to look for it. Wow. Here we go. A laurel, a tree of fame, prosperity, success, and manifestation. It grows nearby. You can see the big tall tree there. That's it. There's a rat, a symbol of determination and intelligence, success and wealth. It sits on an arriving cargo box, and you can see him right there on the tall box. He's sitting on top. The meaning: good returns on a venture, business gains, initiative pays off better than expected, optimism, planning, and teamwork ensure success, celebrating success, able to accept advice and assistance from others is represented here. Your prompt words: returns on a venture are going to be better than expected. There you go. There you go. Your boat arrived. Yeah. Your ship come in. Your ships come in. So there we are. If you'd like to join the group, feel free. You're not guaranteed notifications, though. You could lose the group as quickly as you subscribe to it. YouTube situation. The YouTube systems have been removing people from the list, the channels that they subscribe to. Not everybody, but some people are experiencing it. It's not just me. It's not just Bay of Fundy Fortunes. It's really not. There are other people as well. There's a lot of people. Then their channels are being removed from those that subscribe. You don't want, if you like the channel, you like the reading, and you want to not miss any. If you subscribe on YouTube, and you don't hear anything for like 2 weeks, then your subscription's probably been removed. You go into your list, you look, Bay of Fundy Fortunes isn't there. Your favorite cooking channel isn't there. Favorite channel, fashion channel isn't there. Favorite health channel isn't there. You know what I'm saying? This kind of a thing. There's usually several that are taken at a time, and it's repetitive as well. But if you don't want to miss notifications every time before I hit go live, I share the link in our group on Facebook, Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Yes, we're on Facebook. You hate Facebook? Don't bother with Facebook. Just come in for the group. There's a few that do that. They don't have anything else to do with it. They come in for the group, and that's it. It's a closed group. It's a private group. Anything goes on in there, it stays in there. It's full of a couple thousand people just like me, and they're just like you. They are. Because if they weren't, you wouldn't be here. We're all the same. We're walking on the same trail. We've chosen that same path to go through. And saying that everybody has a pocket of peace, make sure that it's filled constantly. That way, when you're needed, you can share your love and your light out with the rest of the world. Keep your integrity forefront and center as well. Good, Debbie, you're more than welcome. You come to Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Facebook, and you got to put in a request. Everything's pre-approved there, so it'll sit there till I go in and approve it, and then you'll be able to get in. All right. Thank you, Debbie. Keep your integrity forefront and center. It's the most important thing that you can do, to always take the high road, the higher moral ground, to be the best person that you can be. Just keep it in front of you and hold on and follow, and you'll be fine. All right. And the last thing I want to say is, please try to adopt the golden rule. That is the one simple thing that can bring world peace. I'd like to promote the hell out of it. The whole world won't get it. Why? Because it's too easy. But that's what it comes down to, is the golden rule. We need to adapt it. We need to adopt it. Try to put it into play every day, and try to do a little good deed maybe as well. That's all I'm going to say for now. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate your presence. Very much appreciated. Don't forget to click the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Either one doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't. It's for the YouTube algorithms. They don't judge on likes and dislikes. They judge on the numbers of reactions. So it doesn't matter what you click. It makes me happy if you do. Anyway, I want you all embrace the month of July. We only have one July once a year. It's very short-lived. This is summer. Make the most of it. Enjoy it. I could say a lot of things, but I won't. I'll stop right here. We're at 25 minutes. It's good. Next one coming up that I'm going to do is going to be Capricorn. We're getting there slowly. Thank you so much. Much love to you. May you be protected by the universe. May you feel the power of the universe. May you feel the synchronization of the universe as well. May you feel the love. It's endless. Why? Because the universe applies the golden rule. It's the maker of it, the leader of it. That's the answer to all our problems. Thank you very much for being there, all of you. Much love to you all. Please enjoy the month. Have a really beautiful July, and I'll see you soon.